So I'm Victor with Krise Services. This is James. Today we're going to be changing an outlet. Today you want to start off by testing to make sure you have power at the outlet. The first thing about working on your electrical system is to make sure that you're doing it safely. To do so, you want to make sure you're actually turning off the breaker and testing that there's no power at the outlet before even attempting to remove the cover plate or changing the outlet. Common tools you'll need for this are going to be a Phillips screwdriver or a flathead screwdriver, obviously the new receptacle to change it, or the new outlet to change it. Now, this is a perfect time to make sure that you're actually taking note of how the wires are installed on the outlet itself. It's good to either identify the wires with tape or even taking a picture in case you forget. Sometimes you may have to walk away and you forget the orientation. It's good to have a picture of it. James is going to take a picture. Now he knows for future reference how it was wired. Now you can start by unscrewing the terminals or cutting the wires off the receptacle itself. Now that you've removed all the wires off of the outlet itself, we can identify the three wires as white being your neutral, black being the hot, and the bare copper being the ground wire. It's important that you know that they all have to go back on a specific terminal on the outlet itself. The black wire goes to the bronze screw, the white wire goes to the silver screw, and the bare copper goes to the green screw. It's important to make sure your hand tighten these back down when you put the outlet on to make sure there's a snug connection. It's also good to note that you don't want to over tighten these connections and compromise the copper, but you want to make sure that it's tight enough that you have no issues down the road. All right, now that you've properly installed the outlet and you put the wires back on the proper terminals, it's now time to push it back into the wall. Now that James has safely secured the outlet back into the wall, he will reinstall the cover plate, turn power back onto the breaker he previously turned off, and make sure that everything was wired properly using his testers. Changing an outlet can sometimes be intimidating. It's a very straightforward process, but sometimes can be a little confusing with multiple different wires. Sometimes you'll open your outlet and there could be actually burnt connections behind there. In situations like these, it is best advised to call your electrician at Krise Services. Now that we turned power back on at the breaker, we have plugged in our plug tester and confirmed proper voltage and that everything was connected correctly. You can either use a plug-in tester or an actual voltage meter with the two leads. Did we confirm power there, James?
Power's confirmed.
Power's confirmed.